It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on Anthony Walker. He's on the verge of earning his 100th tackle of the season. It's the Browns and the Jets on Thursday night.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jets of Virginia Beach taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now in front here, going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. First carry for Nick Chubb. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, now Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go with Murray again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. It's caught to Charles. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a play action now for Rodgers. Ruckert holding it in on the out route.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Murray. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Latavius Murray.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 71 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point.
Hey, check.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got him in, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. on the delay. This is Murray. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he is going to have a Jets first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
of a good run defense? Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
Now, hang on. We've got an injured player down there. And, oh, my, that's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Murray. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
There he goes left side.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Will McDonald in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows? You might get on one of those magical runs.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
when you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball throw, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he is going to have a Jets first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going with a screen for Murray.
Murray. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll give up the gut for Murray. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their... Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run again. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Browns,
they avoid that 10th loss and move to 7-9 on the year.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
they fall back to 11-5 now on the year.
And they will look to turn it around next time out. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.